Oh my God!
Phoenix Games. Phoenix Games was a European game developer. Well, game might be a strong word. They specialized in developing budget titles that borrowed heavily from Grimm's Tales and Disney, with classics like Lion and the King 3, Peter Pan, and Mighty Mulan. They also developed their own classic IPs like Street Warrior, and who could forget Deadeye Jim, and the almighty White Van Racer. Oh hell yeah, that's my favorite game. These games would take roughly 3 to 5 months to develop and usually included some generic mini-games with a bizarre animation retelling a classic tale. And that brings us to our video today, Snow White and the 7 Clever Boys. So, this one is even weirder than some of the other Phoenix games. I mean, obviously it's weird, but what makes it more interesting is that it's actually a port of a PC game released in Poland in the year 2000. Seriously. It had the same name, roughly, and was developed by Longsoft, your nickname in college. Eventually it was ported to the PS2 and published by Phoenix. It was officially licensed by Sony, and it was sold in real stores for real money. So the story is literally just Snow White and the 7 Dwarves, but with some alterations, we can say. The single cutscene in the game shows a group of not dwarves, but 7 random children walking along in the woods. Cubby, Big Basil, Sonny, Jacob, Michael, the Professor, and Joseph Jr., son of Joe Sr., presumably. So something might have caught your eye just there. The African-American kid, Sonny, is obviously an insane caricature of a black person, with the big red lips and all. I mean, did anyone in Poland know a black person? I mean, the internet existed in the late 90s. You could find a candid photo. Nope. Longsoft Multimedia went all the way back to the big minstrel jubilee and said, "Nice, there we go, close enough." They describe Sonny as the one who takes care of the plants. In other words, the crops, you could say. Oh, and apparently Poland in the 90s was either incredibly racist or they were very literal folks, as his name in the original PC release was, and I'm serious, Blackie. Now, to be fair, Pablo Escobar had a buddy named Blackie too, and Pablo was a swell fellow, right? Anyway, thank God that minstrel humor died out long ago, and nobody in modern times made a fortune off the back of hacky shit like this. Uh-oh. So, these children find a random house in the woods. They see a face on the chimney inviting them in, and they decide, you know what, sure, let's go. Oh, and the audio cuts off mid-sentence.
And the spook. What is going on?
What the fuck?
And suddenly, Aryan Snow White, who, despite living in a wooden shack, starts singing into an electronic microphone under stage lights. Okay, saxophone time. Oh God. Oh boy. So, Snow White essentially tells 7 underage workers to clean her house while she goes out and blows guys behind dumpsters in the woods for 5 zloty or whatever. They do what all kids do, roller skate up a tree vertically and through water, live as indentured servants, and so forth. Like the classic tale, Snow White bites the poisoned apple and falls into a coma. Just then, a cloud of dust is kicked up, and in comes Prince Charming. In this tale, the prince is a guy that feeds his habit by collecting pop cans on his bicycle. He walks into this home where a bunch of kids are sitting around a dead girl, and just decides he's going to help himself to a nice stiff kiss. Good lesson for the kids. Luckily for him, she wakes up, and they all spend the night performing 2 frames of animation around a fire. My butt itches. With the riveting plot covered, here's the gameplay. There are bad matching games, a bad painting game where you can only use the D-pad, so that helps. Oh, careful now. There's a really bad puzzle game that basically solves itself if you're close enough, and a bad memory game where you can see the big red lips in all their bigoted splendor. That's it. What else can be said at this point? This is the soundtrack to an early 1900s asylum.
I'd die for you.